Thank you, Hodinkee family, for this opportunity. My name is Savraj. I'm from Kenya and run an auto body shop with my father. And the watch I want to share with you today is something very special to me, to my dad, and actually a very special watch. It's an Omega Speedmaster Professional reference 145.012, but with a twist, and I'll get to that twist in a bit. So, this watch is special because my dad bought it in 1968, and from that day he wore it while working. He never removed it. He did not remove it when panel beating. He did not remove it when spray painting. He did not remove it when doing mechanical work. He just did not remove it. He enjoyed it so much, and because of that, it has gone through a lot. The bezel is completely dented. Hope you can see it in the camera. And the glass has been replaced multiple times by a watch repairer. But along the way, my dad decided, you know what, I'm gonna try to repair this watch. But there were no authorized dealers here after that point. I think they had moved out from 1972. So he got the watch fixed up by a local watch repairer, and he ordered special parts to get the time regulated, to get the dial changed. But the unfortunate part is that the person who replaced the dial ended up putting the Omega dial with the Omega logo that's not embedded, but rather just printed. So unfortunately, the the watch lost its moon references, because the second hand was replaced with a later model, which he didn't really mind because he's not a collector, but I am trying to be one by collecting my own watches that I'll be able to hand out to my kids. And this watch, he wore it passionately, and he wore it lovingly, and he's given it to my brother. And when I started getting into watches and started researching up more on it, I really was intrigued, um, and I wanted to know what happened to the dial that he gave. And fortunately, after a lot of looking around the house, he remembered that the watch repairer had actually sealed up everything and given it back to him. By everything, I mean, unfortunately, I wasn't able to find the second hands, or the hour hands, or the minute hands, but I was able to find this, the Omega dial with the embedded Omega logo with the correct reference. So that made me really happy. And it made me feel like I want to restore this watch with the same dial and get the original reference, second hand and hour hand and minute hand and the chronograph hand, but leave the bezel, because the bezel is what makes this watch special, because my dad wore it and he enjoyed it, and he's given it to my other brother now. Well, he's given us all his watches that he had. So my brother was the fortunate one to get this. And I'm not jealous, but I'm really happy because this is a special watch and he cherishes it also. But I decided to make this video for everyone to see. So this watch is special to me in more ways than I can ever describe. And that's the beauty of watches, right? You're meant to enjoy them, you're meant to wear them lovingly, you're meant to hand them down. And that's what he's done. and I just thought I'd share with you this very special story. And thanks for watching. And wherever you guys are, have a good evening, good night, good morning. Thank you. Thanks.